some big injury news here, both in AEW and WWE. Let's start off with AEW. Russell Purist at Russell Purist. Sean Ross Sapp broke the news here. Kenny Omega had been ill throughout the last week. He still did the match with Ethan Page and the promos and sought medical attention after, where he was diagnosed with, here we go,
Here we go.
diverticulitis.
How do you
That's
nail it
what
now? Were you getting hustled? I was biting my lip to correct you. And now you just nailed it. Go fuck yourself.
Nailed it. But then in other news here, Wrestle Ops, breaking news: WWE have officially announced that Charlotte Flair will be out for 9 months after suffering an injury on SmackDown last week, wishing her a safe and speedy recovery. Damn, that is major, Puddy. Which one of these injuries here, Puddy, do you feel like hurts the promotion the most?
Kenny Omega, hands down.
Wow, without
because there's also there's no timetable for his comeback with diverticulitis. That's how you pronounce it. That's a bitch.
Brock Lesnar had that.
Yeah, and he was out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when he was in UFC again, and it ended his UFC career. So yeah, that is again because Charlotte Flair has a knee injury. Charlotte Flair just came back a couple months ago. She just getting her toes wet in a real storyline, and now she's out again. Okay, that sucks. But her spot was already filled with somebody else. So it's going to be sad to see her go. She's the face of that franchise, but you know she'll be okay. Her spot has already been filled. Come back, do what you got to do. But Kenny Omega, there's no timetable for him to come back. How long do you stretch this out? We're not going to be with Charlotte Flair for 9-10 months. Kenny Omega, we don't know how long he's going to be out. Plus, he's in this storyline. He's the pillar of one of those companies. He was back. He's involved with the whole Don Callis family still, the Golden Jet storyline, going for the tag team titles. That leaves a huge hole on their main storylines, multiple storylines going into these TV rights. That's going to hurt them more.
Yeah, I mean, bad timing. Bad timing for AEW for sure. Again, the hits just keep on coming with them, right? I do feel like with AEW, yes, Kenny Omega is a big figure over there, right? He's an EVP for crying out loud.
That's right.
However, I do think like, there's just so much talent over there in AEW that like it's like next man up. I think there are plenty of other wrestlers that could like, level up. Not to say like, Kenny Omega is a nobody, but like, there's just so much star power over there, you know? And not to say WWE Women's Division has a lack of storylines or lack of stars in the women's division. But here's the thing with Charlotte Flair, she's came back, as you said, getting her feet wet in the storyline here. We're on the road to WrestleMania. You mean tell me they didn't have some big plans planned for WrestleMania?
Probably did, yeah. Probably with something
Right?
with Bailey, I'm assuming Bailey or something with Damage Control. Yeah.
Like, I know people are sick and tired of seeing Charlotte Flair in the title hunt, but like one would think something with that, maybe something with Bailey, maybe a big time match, a Hell in a Cell match, maybe like a match with a returning legend. Who knows? But they definitely had something big in store for Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is like the woman's version of Shawn Michaels in a way, like a big time match at WrestleMania. So like there was definitely something major there, and I feel like as a fans, we kind of getting robbed of that, unfortunately. And listen, I wish them both a speedy recovery, man. Like it sucks to see. Like we saw the knee injury last week on SmackDown, it did not look good. We knew right away that something went wrong. So definitely wishing Charlotte Flair the best, and wishing Kenny Omega the best as well. Like listen, I know I've talked trash about EVPs being active wrestlers, but hey, he's still a human being. He's still an athlete trying to do something he loves. You don't want to see that, especially this stage in his career. Like you said, Brock Lesnar it ruined his UFC career.
It's
What
random
happens
too.
next?
It's not like he got hurt doing something.
Right.
It's disease that got activated. It's like we see a football player go down just by running, like with non-contact injury. That fucking sucks. This is the equivalent of a non-contact injury in football. And again, there's no timetable for his return. It's just huge blow. Speedy recovery to both of them, and get well soon. Jesus.
Do you think
That's
Kenny
rough.
Omega can come back?
Yes. Again, I'm not the expert of diverticulitis. I know people who do have it. Brock Lesnar came back. Kenny Omega can come back.
Brock Lesnar was younger though than Kenny Omega when he had it though. Am I correct in saying that?
Know. That I'm not sure what the age range was. I'm not sure
Kenny Omega,
how old.
Kenny Omega is like what? He's gotta be 40 something right now. Brock was definitely younger than that. Let me check age real fast. Kenny Omega is 40 years old, exactly. That's rough, man.
The same age?
How does it make you feel, man?
Fucking old, dude. I've been dealing with stomach issues for the last 10 years, so I got a leg up on him already. So I do feel a little better about that, but
So he basically Kenny Omega should hit you up for advice, is what you're saying.
No, because something totally different horse in that race. If you want to hit me up at J Puddy. I know people will have it. I can get in contact with people.
Puddy knows people. He's got you, Kenny.
They're living fruitful lives, so it's possible. You'll be fine.
You're like Tommy DeVito's agent. I know someone who knows someone. I got you.
That's a joke, right? That's a joke. Like he's a Muppet. His agent. That was a plant. Like that wasn't a real agent. Like you know agents, not sport agent, but like Hollywood agents. That's not how agents act and dress, unless you're like Joey Tribbiani's agent or Friends.
I really thought it was a joke too until he was interviewing the Pat McAfee show. Apparently he's a real agent.
But is he a real agent? Did he dress up? Was he in costume? Was he playing up to a certain role?
I honestly I couldn't tell you, man. I mean, this is an agent this is an agent who's representing a third string quarterback. Undrafted. So,
and as a lifelong wrestling fan, you know how this works. It seems like it'd be a wrestling mark. It seems like it'd be a plant. Something's going on here. There's a storyline, there's a payoff here. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either, man. But that's all I have for news. Again, speed recovery to both Kenny Omega and Charlotte Flair. This sucks.